Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a farmer who owned a donkey. This donkey, once a diligent worker, had grown old and wasn't much use on the farm anymore. Recognizing this, the farmer allowed him to spend his days leisurely, grazing. In the open fields, one sunny day, while the donkey was nibbling on grass, he stumbled and fell into a deep, narrow well, trapped and unable to escape. The poor donkey was terrified and began crying loudly in distress. Almost an hour later, a passerby, who was also the farmer's neighbor, heard the donkey's desperate cries, curious and concerned. He approached the well and was shocked to see the donkey at the bottom. Without wasting a moment, he dashed to the village to alert the farmer upon hearing the news. The farmer quickly gathered his neighbors, asking for their help to rescue the stranded donkey. They all hurried to the well, where they found the donkey looking pitiful and helpless. With tears pooling in his eyes, the group tried everything they could think of to lift the donkey out of the well, but all their attempts were in vain. As the day wore on, the farmer, overwhelmed by a mix of despair and practicality, made a heart-wrenching decision. He concluded that the donkey was too old and rescuing him might be impossible. Resigned to his decision, he instructed his neighbors to fill the well with dirt, intending to put the donkey to rest reluctantly. The neighbors picked up shovels and began to throw dirt into the well as the dirt began to bury him. The donkey's heart sank further, realizing what his master had decided. He cried out louder in anguish, but as more dirt rained down, a spark of resilience ignited within him with each shovel of dirt that landed on his back. The donkey did something remarkable. He shook off the dirt and used it as a step to elevate himself higher. Slowly and steadily, he continued this process, each layer of dirt bringing him closer to the top. After a while, the donkey's cry ceased leaving. The onlookers puzzled. The farmer peered into and to his astonishment, he saw the donkey step onto the mound of accumulated soil and gracefully leap out of the well. A profound realization washed over him as the donkey trotted off into the field. He had discovered the true nature of his master's affections, or lack thereof, with a newfound sense of freedom and survival. The donkey never looked back, embracing his second chance at life.
The moral of this story is that tough times can either hold you back or help you grow, depending on how you react in the story. The donkey fell into a deep well and was about to be buried with dirt. Instead of giving up, the donkey chose to shake off the dirt and step on it to lift himself. This shows that even when life throws problems at us, we can find ways to use those problems to make ourselves stronger and move forward. Another lesson we learned is about not giving up. The donkey didn't just sit there and wait for someone to rescue him when he saw that no one could help. He took matters into his own hands and found a way out on his own. This teaches us that sometimes we must rely on ourselves and keep trying even when things seem hopeless. The story also teaches us about self-worth. The farmer thought the donkey was old and not useful anymore, but the donkey showed that he was still strong and capable. This means we should not let others decide how valuable we are. Even if someone doesn't believe in us, we can still prove our worth by believing in ourselves and never giving up. This story tells us to stay positive and strong when facing challenges. Even if people lose faith in us or problems seem too big, we can always find a way to rise above them by staying determined and using obstacles as opportunities. We can succeed in life.